Yeah, here we are on top of Mount Everest. It's cold.
Welcome to this week's episode of Overlanding Bistro. Today, I'm taking a scenic walk through the stunning mountains of Suncity, California, alongside my good friend David Binnick. He's an accomplished large format landscape photographer. We delve into the shared passion for discovering and capturing the unique beauty of Southern California. We also whip up some of the longtime favorite dishes, a delicious lemon ginger salmon paired with asparagus, garlic scallion, and a creamy mashed potatoes. Join us as we share a meal, reflecting on our journeys back to the things we love.
I am glad that you did bring
One of the big cameras.
one of the big cameras. That's one of your prized possessions, yeah?
Oh yeah, this is the master. This isn't the little cheap Cambo.
How did you acquire the Cambo?
Years ago, I shot commercially. I shot for some of the biggest architects on the planet. I wanted a geared movement 4x5.
And that's really been really important for you, right?
Oh yeah,
Because
once you shoot gear, you'll never go back to friction connection because it's just it's so easy to make the adjustments and they're a little bit more micro-controlled.
yeah,
The people that owned it before, I mean, some of these cameras are, from the late 50s, early 60s. And you sit there and you figure you're under the dark cloth and you're composing, you go, who composed on this before me? And you wonder about the energy that's already built in the camera, and it's really kind of neat. I've shot big stuff since I was 14 years old. And yeah, it's just a hoot. It's just more fun than I could ever imagine.
you want to be right here or do you want to be down there?
Go that way.
Now, what are you looking for, man?
Well, I like the hills and the shadows right now.
Okay.
So I'm good with that.
You know, a landscape photographer, you're out there and you're capturing beauty, but then you are up against the elements. When you shoot 4x5 or 8x10 or a large format, it's not for the faint of heart. It comes at a cost. Financially, as well as physically, as well as mentally and everything. And each image, you have to really think your whole process through.
$5, $8 a sheet for the little stuff, $18, $25 a sheet for the big stuff.
So all your R&D prior to that shutter release has got to be right on.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to kind of know what you're doing. You have to do all your research before you even pull that trigger.
But the results that you get at the very end on the piece of film, that's the key.
So let's go cook.
Let's go cook.
And then rinse them and boil them.
Yeah, rinse them and boil them. Salt and pepper only on the fish. And cut them about halfway up. Yeah, it looks good.
See, I like it when it has the char.
Yeah.
You know, it's just a really nice,
Yeah, nice flavor.
smells awesome.
Yeah, that seasoning's out of this world.
Now, do you put your skin down first and then your meat?
Skin down till it chars and almost gets cooked all the way through. Then you're going to flip it over and brown it.
How's that? Is that good?
That looks good, brother. One of my favorite dishes to make.
Thanks for sharing this with me, man.
Wow. Gorgeous day. Gorgeous meal. We did it. We did it.
Yes, we did. Are you excited?
I am excited.
Visually, does it meet your
Oh,
expectations?
totally. Totally. You did a great job.
So what do you typically bite first? Salmon?
Yeah, the thin side of the salmon.
Golly. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. Really a lot of fun cooking this, you know? There's a lot of components.
Something you can make at home.
Well, I think what's the hero is the blacken of the skin, getting all those fatty acids, and then getting the turnover and then the glazing.
I think when you blacken the skin, you take away a lot of that fishiness that it would normally have if you undercook it.
How did you come into being such a good food connoisseur?
When I was growing up, you know, I used to travel with my father, who was a manufacturer's rep. And in the summer, we'd go out and we'd eat dinner, God knows where. But he says, there's nothing like being at home and cooking the food that you want, the way you want it. And it's economically, he says, even though you're not going out to a fancy restaurant, economically, he says, it's great. So my attitude is, I can cook as well, if not better, than most of the restaurants we go to nowadays.
You kind of started through necessity, but what made it to where you kind of like cooking at this level?
Always advancing.
Because you're a really good cook. You do barbecue, you do tri-tip, and you do the pulled pork. You do a lot of Southern. Is that where a lot of your
A lot of the
influence?
Southern stuff, yeah.
I think that's what I really like, is just, like you said, always advancing and adding flavor or color or an experience up and above than just a one dish.
And the thing to think of when you're cooking is, if you cook and you remember to cook creatively, there's really no way you can screw it up. You're still going to eat it. It might not taste 100% like you wanted it to, but you can still eat it.
That's what I like about what I'm doing now. It really brings the kitchen out to the great outdoors, you know? Dave, this is wonderful, man. Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's always good. I'm really proud of you.
That's inspirational to me. You look at it and you go, I can do that, I want to do that. I'm the same way. And it inspires me, and then it pushes me as a creative to find more outlets to kind of like push my creativity.
Having been friends for nearly 2 decades, I'm thrilled to be a part of David's reignited love for photography after a long hiatus, simply inspired by my admiration for his talent. If you had as much fun as we did, hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. And if you don't want to miss what's coming up next, make sure you subscribe. More incredible food, epic locations, and awesome guests are on the way. Remember, don't be afraid to get out and discover.